Hey there everybody, we are taking you along on a haunt hop tonight. We're starting out here in Chino. We're at the shops at Chino Hills to check out a haunt that we've never been to before. It's a professional haunt called Fear 3D, The Experiment. Heard really good things about it and we're excited. They reached out to us, asked us to come out and check it out. So we're gonna head on in. It is $25 per adult for Fridays and Saturdays and $20 on Sundays and Thursdays. So, and they are running throughout the rest of October. So with that said, let's take a look at this facade and head on in. So we're wearing 3D glasses through this, and they actually are really good glasses. Like the effects, the lighting, it's pretty trippy. So as you're walking here, they have these padded kind of soft things on the ground. So it feels like you're stepping in mud, like actually in a swamp. And there's water dripping down on my neck.
Welcome to your final resting spot. You got a room in your if you want to join us.
Super dizzy. All right, I don't know if that translated, but it was a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. So I don't know, like I said, with the 3D, going for that so dark, tried to pick up some footage, just not spoil things too much, but give you a feel for what it was. Or what it is, but it is a lot of fun. It really is one of the best times I've had at a professional haunt, this type of a walkthrough experience in a really, really long time. Probably don't need to wear the mask anymore. Yeah, I mean, the colors, the way the 3D worked with it, the actors were super professional, going all out, scaring everywhere that they could. The swamp effect was really cool. I don't know how much, if you could hear me, we were going through there, but basically, as you're walking, it's like, it feels like you're in actual like swamp. So it was like I was walking through mud that was kind of dragging down. So that was really fun. And then water was dripping from above. So it was actually the best swamp effect I think I've seen since being up at Hobbs Grove up north, where they had a massive fog lake effect, which was amazing. But even there, it didn't have that sort of walking effect. So that was really cool. There's a bunch of rooms in there that were just absolutely fantastic. So I highly recommend checking it out. So that being said, we're trying to hit up a couple more home haunts tonight. And then also we're going to be finishing the night, or at least that's the plan, at Into the Black for their media night as well. So we're going to jump on the road and see what we can find. All right, so we just pulled into our second stop of the night. So the goal tonight, Carmel she always puts together the plan for us. So one of the things this year with these types of videos is you get a little bit behind the scenes in what we've done for years. We just have never done them in more of this vlog style fashion. It's always been just individual stops. But she puts together a map of kind of all the different places we're going to try and hit. And tonight the goal is 5 stops, which is pretty, I don't want to say short for us, but you know, there's some walkthroughs, some big walkthroughs in it. And so with that being said, we're giving ourselves a little more time. Also, we're not rushing quite as much. that we have in the past. So Fear in 3D, The Experiment was our first stop. Next up, we're going to be at Martin Cemetery. This is our first time stopping here. It's in Pomona. The address, if you are out in SoCal, it's 2657 Kellogg Park Drive in Pomona. And you can find them on the SoCal haunt list. That's where Carmel pulled it from. But we're pulled up across the way from it. It looks pretty cool. A lot of great lighting. Fog is billowing out into the street and all that. From there, we've got 2 more home haunts we're going to try to see tonight, and then finishing it up with Into the Black professional haunt. And that'll probably be the one that we have the least video of, just because it's super dark, hence the name Into the Black. But that said, let's go check out Martin's. You can see the fog wafting out into the street here. How fun is this? So really love this little fog effect. We've not really seen this too much, but they've got it where it's just kind of hovering right around the ground there. Same thing over there, so it's more of like a fog little stream. And of course, you got this massive guy. The centerpiece there. All right, so we have made the hop to Montclair. We're at, it's called the Fun House at 4896 El Morado Street. And so this is a home haunt yard display, I believe. Our first time checking out this one as well. So let's go take a look. So actually, this is a maze, free maze, the Funhouse Montclair.
Oh my god!
Think what we could do if we put you in a cage. The relaxing life under the big. Of course, you are just as old as the others. Now that I have you, your soul.
All right, so poor planning on our part. We did not realize this was a maze, and we didn't reach out ahead of time or allow enough time. So we did kind of the yard display portion, but we're gonna have to skip the maze because they have a pretty decent line, and we have to get to Into the Black for the media stuff, and also Hellsir is expecting us, so we gotta go by there. So anyway, we're gonna have to skip that part, but it looks a lot of fun. We hear a lot of screams in there. We didn't see people moving in line, so it seems like it's either a long maze or just kind of takes a little while to reset and things like that. So definitely one to, I think, keep on the radar though for the future. Maybe we'll even be able to get back out here this season, but for now we're gonna have to pass tonight. All right, so we have had to shift some things around with our plans. So we were supposed to hit Hellsir next. Running a little behind and complicating the matters, Carmel, which if you've not watched many of our videos, if you don't subscribe to our channel or you don't watch or listen to our podcast, you may not know, but Carmel is the other half of Parks and Cons. She does like everything pretty much behind the scenes, but my wife, Carmel. So anyway, she's driving out these places and she's getting hit with a migraine. So she is fighting off a migraine, taking some Excedrin migraine. We switched over. I'm driving, put a stop to our social media stuff, switch things around. We've arrived Into the Black. She's taken some migraine medications. She's feeling a little bit better. So hopefully she's able to make it through this maze. And we're gonna do that and then we'll head over to Hellsir. So we're going to be getting to them later than we had planned, but such is the things that happen on these haunt hops. So that said, we are here in Rancho Cucamonga for Into the Black. This is a professional haunt. You might watch some of our, or listen to our podcasts or things like that. We talked about Horror World, what Larry Bones and the crew do here. Most recently, we were at their Texas Chainsaw Massacre event, which was a lot of fun. That was just last month, but now we're here to pick up with their original IP, The Black Family and Into the Black. We had a lot of fun out here last month. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun right now as well. So it is a super dark maze. I'm not sure that we'll be able to get much video inside, but we'll show you a little bit around the marketplace area, because there's some good spots to eat and things like that, and some of the exterior stuff, and we'll see if we're able to get anything on the inside too. So let's head in. All right, so this is Haven City Market that has a bunch of different unique eating spots in here, desserts, main dishes, all of that. And so Horror World Into the Black is inside Haven Market, Haven City Market. And we got some spooky vendors here tonight. And here is Horror World with Into the Black. 12,000 square feet on this haunt. It is a big, beefy haunt for sure. And then they have these team ups here. They got the Haunted Market, where we've got a few spooky vendors in here too to add to the event. You get the idea of how dark it is here and Into the Black. So I'm not going to see too much video of this one, but trust us, it's spooky. I'm a sucker for this. All right, so we can never share too much video with Into the Black because it is so dark in there, but that is part of the charm and obviously a big part of the scare factor in there. You know, people are walking out of there just freaked out. I mean, they really come after you in there. And one of the things I really love with the way they work with their scare actors is, one, they get a lot of room to move. They're not on short leases, or at least doesn't feel like it. They're allowed to kind of come back and do double scares, triple scares, all sorts of stuff moving around. But also with that, they use the kind of back scare, the foreboding. Like there's one scene coming down a hall, and there's a lot of like really ominous dark hallways in there. It's really tough to see front or back. And this guy came, and I think may have been on stilts, it was hard to even tell, but was about a foot taller than me, so I'm guessing at 6'1", they're probably not a 7-footer, but maybe. But anyway, they just came flying from the back of the hall, and you could just hear kind of the tapping of the ground and the tapping on the wall there, and then it was just like, boom, he's right there in our face. And then encountered him again at another spot. And so it's fun the way they use that back scare. I always think that the most effective scare, really, in a lot of ways, is either like waiting at the end of a long hallway and just kind of knowing that you have to come face to face with them, or when they come from the back scare. I just think that works really, really well. And so we find with our friends that get super freaked out about all the stuff that don't do quite as much in the haunt world as we do, those are very effective on them, even much more powerful than just that kind of typical jump scare. So anyway, fun stuff here at Horror World. This Haven City Market's really neat. We didn't even know this place existed until Horror World moved in here. And so it's neat that they're doing these different types of events. Maybe we'll see something from them in Christmas time too. We'll see. Hopefully so, though. But we know when Larry and Cheryl Bones and that crew is putting something together that we always want to check it out. So fun stuff there. So with that said, Carmel was able to make it through, and her migraine seems to be dissipating. Thinks she took her medication quick enough. So we are going to drive back out the opposite way from home to get back to Hellsir and check out this super fun haunt yard display. All right, so we are here at Hellsir in Rancho Cucamonga for their Bumpin' Pumpkin Patch. The first time we experienced them, I think we just found them on Facebook and came out and we were like blown away by this super spooky, classy cemetery. Their work is professional, and it just so happens that it's at a home. It's a home haunt, free display that they do, but it is super professional, polished up. They're able to change themes seamlessly. Check out our video of their Christmas work if you want to see proof of that. So I think what we'll do is we'll give you a few looks at things here, and then we'll have them also in a separate video that we're going to do with all sorts of ones that feature music later in the season. So let's go look. All right, so we start out with a photo op here for the little ones. So this is totally a family-friendly experience that they got going on here, with all sorts of fun traditional fall festival type goodies. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that look at what Hellsir has cooking this year. It's just crazy every year now. It's like there's just something new. When you look at what they did last year at the Purge, and then this year coming in with this family-friendly Bumpin' Pumpkin Patch, it's just awesome. It's like, well, what will they do 5 years from now, and what types of things that they'll do? Who knows? It's just really at this point they could do anything. And as I said, you can check out on our channel, we have some of their Christmas work last year, which was incredible and just, again, totally different from any of this other stuff. So always fun to see their things. What we're doing with them, and so we'll draw some emphasis here. I think I maybe talked about it in our video where we were doing a couple of the Riverside home displays and stuff, but we want to put together a big video that we'll release maybe on Halloween, or somewhere towards the end of the year. That's going to be kind of this big final, like, just music video of all the haunts that we go by that do yard display light shows. I thought it'd be fun to just have a big old video. I don't know what it'll end up being, an hour or something like that, of just all sorts of displays that have fun music. And so you can kind of have like a Halloween music video to end the season with. And so we're going to have that. What we're going to try and do with the videos, though, is when we shoot them as part of these kind of overall nightly, or however many nights we do vlog type ones, is kind of have it without the music as much, more of just kind of the details and things like that, and then save all the music for that final big one there. So we kind of are shooting 2 videos at once with some of the ones like this one. So anyway, Hellsir will lead us off in that final compilation video, and it seems like a fitting one to do that. So hopefully you enjoyed the look at these Halloween stops tonight. It's almost midnight we're creeping up on, and our time is about up. We'll be out at Castle Dark tomorrow night. We'll have that in another video and look at what that theme park has put together for their Halloween season. If you like Halloween stuff, conventions, theme parks, please like and subscribe, and please tell your friends. You can also check out all sorts of talk about these things in more depth over on our podcast, wherever it is you find podcasts. We talk a lot of Halloween there. I think we might talk the most Halloween of anyone when it comes to Southern California stuff. So lots of podcasts on Halloween stuff and beyond. So wrapping up here, until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.